to fall on his face after he left Russell Westbrook and joined forces with the Golden State Warriors. They were waiting for him to collapse so that everybody could say, look at what you did. And instead, in back-to-back game threes in the King's Palace in Cleveland, he took over 2 game threes that were the turning point game of those 2 finals. And he made 1 shot in the first game 3 right in LeBron's grill. And it was the game changer. And the point was, he became the finals MVP back-to-back at LeBron's expense. So now Kyrie is leaping to this conclusion that, man, he's the clutchest there is. He's even more clutch than I am. So the problem with all of the above is that you don't even mention LeBron. You could have disqualified it a little bit by saying, hey, I did play with LeBron, and LeBron's really great, but we didn't get any of that. We got complete omission of LeBron James. He didn't even damn him with faint praise. He damned him
with no praise.
With no praise. I mean, he condemned him. He didn't damn him. He just condemned him with no praise.
Because everybody knows that Kyrie played with LeBron Skip for 3 years.
And he wasn't even in the conversation here. So, again, I was fine with that. I believe in that. You don't. But I believe in what he said is true. And I don't have any problem with him saying it. I just need him to own it.
Yes.
If you say it, own it.
Exactly.
So then he goes on, he posted a couple of videos. I don't know, IG or Twitter, I'm not even sure where they were. But the point was, he didn't exactly backtrack or back off. He did not apologize. He did not say, oh, I messed up. I don't know what I was thinking. I forgot to even mention it.
No.
He didn't do that.
Right.
He condemned us, the media or the internet in general, for, why must it always be brother against brother? Why? If I'm addressing anyone, I'll say their name.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you didn't.
Right.
Okay?
Just like you didn't say when you left to go to Boston, you didn't say why you wanted to leave.
You
say, I just want an opportunity to lead my own team.
Come on, y'all. Don't listen to the false narratives. Let people live their lives. You started it. We didn't.
You brought it to
said
us.
it. We didn't say a word.
Absolutely correct.
And just because you're on somebody's podcast, it doesn't mean it was a private conversation.
Thank you.
It's public.
Yes.
It's just as public as if he were sitting right here on Undisputed and we were on live national TV.
Yes.
It is live, almost, it's quasi-live, national, whatever you want to call it, medium, okay? And he goes on and on to say, but we live in a clickbait society and it becomes something bigger. You don't have to defend it. That's just what the media does. I'm not going to let it pit me against anybody anymore. Well, you did it, Kyrie. We didn't do it. We're just responding and reacting to what you did.
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to defend what he said because I do think that Kyrie is very clutch. And I do think we know what he did if we just see real quick. So he hits the shot of shots in Game 7 at Oracle.
Yes. You and I both believe, Skip, it's the biggest shot in playoff history.
So I think we have that shot. Here's the one at Golden State, just to remind everybody. A little bit of a fall-away jumper. Nobody could make a shot, and he finally made a shot. Okay, so that became the game winner. Then we also have the Christmas Day shot. Do you remember? It was a big match in 2016, Christmas Day. It was our first year, first fall together here. And this is on Klay Thompson, a fall-away at the buzzer that won the game. Okay, so he's capable of doing that. And then the one I will never forget came against my Spurs when they were the defending champs in 2015. And it was a huge midseason game at San Antonio. And this is Kyrie at the end of this game. He was out of his mind. He scored 57 points. That ties it and sends it to overtime. And when he made that shot, I just fell on the floor and said, that's just too good.
Yeah.
Because he'd been doing that all night long.
Yes.
So I'm demonstrating he can back it up. He's backed it up before. He is clutch. So, again...
But Skip, but the process of you saying that he's clutch and Kyrie saying he's clutch, you're saying LeBron is unclutch, and that's not true.
Okay, here's my point on LeBron. It took him 6 years to finally make his first game-winning shot, what you would call a buzzer beater or a walk-off. And I watch every LeBron game, so I was watching that Friday night. It was against Ronnie Turioff at Oakland, ironically, in 2009. Took 6 years for him to make that shot. And he did hit that shot heard around the world on the catch and shoot where he just had to shoot it at the buzzer, and that was a big one, but then they flamed out the rest of the way against Orlando. And he did make that layup against Paul George, but it was just a left-handed layup,
Okay.
and it was a buzzer beater, and I'm going to give you that one. It led to Ray Allen, but he took the shot to tie the game against the Spurs, 2013 Game 6, and he LeBricked it, and Ray Allen saved his legacy. I don't care what you say, he just did. That was the greatest clutch shot I've ever seen. Shot me right in the heart because that was my Spurs. So then at Chicago, what happened on that play? This is why Kyrie is correct in what he's saying. David Blatt had already decided our clutch guy, our closer, is Kyrie.
Okay.
So he calls the play in the huddle at Chicago in what was a pivotal playoff game. He calls Kyrie's number, and he calls for LeBron to inbound the basketball. And to LeBron's undying credit, he said no. That was the greatest moment to me of LeBron's career. That was the first moment I said, that's what I want to see, because he got mad about it, and he said, no, that's not right. It's my ball. I want the ball. And what did he do? It wasn't a three-point shot. He just caught it.
But
just
did he
inside.
make it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's not unclutch then.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, I was like him when he gets mad, but too many hundreds of times he has run from the late game free throw line and taken long threes and missed them.
Skip,
no, I'm not. I've said it from the start. You can go back and check the tape of me in 2004. This kid is running from the free throw line because he's a way below average free throw shooter.
Okay, but here's the thing. In game time of going-ahead shots in the final minutes of the playoff, LeBron James is 20 of 41, 4 of 8 from the three. Kyrie Irving in Cleveland, LeBron James is 15 of 35 for 43%. Kyrie is 7 of 25 for 28%. I just want to know one thing. You tell me Kevin Durant's clutch, and he is clutch, but was he clutch in 2016 up 3-1?
Nope, but what have I told you about? And I defended Kevin on this, and I said it at the time. He was sick and tired of his point guards. Okay, but Shannon, you either get the ball or you don't get the ball where you can score the basketball. You have shots that you can make that are called for you, but Russell Westbrook was the primary decision maker. It's why he up and left. He said, I can't control. He dribbles the ball up the floor, and he either takes it himself or sometimes he'll lob it to me over on the wing and say, you do it.
I get that,
okay?
Skip, but you see what But you see what you did, Skip? Anytime Kevin Durant comes up unclutch, you find a reason that he wasn't clutch in that moment. Okay, but you blame Russ.
But in his biggest moments against LeBron head-to-head,
so that wasn't a big moment up 3-1.
Okay, but he's saying it was taken out of my hands. I'm not the prime. If Kevin brought the ball up to 4 like LeBron
Skip, did you see him in Game 6 when they were up 3-1? Did you see Kevin Durant in Game 6? Okay, Skip, here's the thing. Kyrie with LeBron on the floor in the playoffs, he shoots a higher percentage from the floor, a higher percentage from the three. He's plus 359. Minus LeBron, he's without LeBron, he's minus 49.
Okay.
Those are Kyrie numbers.
So why would